Someone deleted a database deployment by accident. The good news, the data is still on disk. In the next few minutes, you'll reconnect it the way the CKA exam expects. A MariaDB deployment in the MariaDB namespace was deleted. Its volume uses the retain reclaim policy, so the data survived. Your task: create a claim for that volume, point the deployment at it, apply, and verify the pod is running with no restarts. Storage in Kubernetes is a chain. A deployment mounts a persistent volume claim. The claim binds to a persistent volume, which is the actual disk. Delete the claim and the deployment, and with retain, the volume keeps the data, waiting for a new claim to pick it back up. First, confirm the symptom. The MariaDB namespace has no deployment and no pods. The workload is simply gone. Now, the good news. The persistent volume still exists. Its reclaim policy is retain, and it is available. That retain policy is why your data outlived the deployment. Create a file, MariaDB pvc.yaml. Two details matter: an empty storage class name, so Kubernetes binds the existing volume instead of provisioning a new one, and a volume name that points straight at the PV. Apply it, and it binds immediately. Open the deployment file in VI. Add a volume backed by the claim, and a volume mount that puts it at var_lib MySQL. Watch the indentation. The volume mount sits inside the container, and the volume sits at the pod spec level. Then save. Apply the wired deployment and prove it. The pod is running with 0 restarts. On top of the original data, the deployment is recovered. A few traps to remember. Use an empty storage class name to force a static bind, or the cluster's default provisioner will hand you a brand new empty volume. After you delete a claim, a retain volume goes to released, not available. Clear its claim ref to make it bindable again. And always confirm the claim is bound before you expect the pod to start. Retain keeps your data when a claim is deleted. Recreate the claim, bind it to the volume, wire the deployment, and verify bound plus running. Subscribe, and the full write-up is on dev.to.